Hello friends, Eerie Stormlight here with a quick video about what is folk healing. In general, folk healing can be all sorts of things because it varies culture to culture. And I've seen a lot of overlap between cultures in the specifics of how they perform their healings, even if the legends and theory behind them are different. For example, I was born and raised in a very Christian church, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and a lot of the teachings are very similar to many of the Asiatic teachings about how there is both body, mind, and spirit, how an illness in one can affect the others, and you really need to be thinking about all three to be healthy. So in regards to folk healing, I've seen a lot of different techniques. I've met with people who practice a lot of different paths. I have seen a lot of different names for folk healers, including, but not limited to, shamans, brujas, witches, druids, Reiki masters, Qigong masters, acupuncture, hoodoo, conjure, granny magic. The list goes on. There are so many different specific paths and specific titles. The general basis of all of these things is that it is a member of the community who is working to heal and support that community through metaphysical means, through ritualistic means. So when I say I am a folk healer, it's because I have studied and am recognized as a Reiki master, meaning I am not only proficient in performing Reiki for others, but also in teaching how to perform Reiki. I am recognized as a master healer in the Bio-Universal Healing University, run by Katrina Rasbold. I studied with her for several years on a wide variety of topics, and these are the two primary methods that I use in my folk healing. A lot of that comes down to specific divinatory diagnosis and then treatment rituals and practices. Many of the most common would fall under the umbrella of conjure, meaning I am trying to affect a spiritual change through the use of physical objects to bring something into the life or to banish something from their life. And in general, most of it comes down to what in Spanish is called a limpia, or in English is called a cleansing, where I have a client meet with me, I talk with them, I allow them to express what is going on in their life, to express the symptoms they are feeling, and then I do the cleansing. I will give them a smoke bath, meaning sage, palo santo, whatever it feels most appropriate to the problem. I will do one of several different methods of cleansing. I will use eggs, I will use stones, I will use other energetic practices to remove whatever is causing the problem. And then I will work with them on how to go back out into the world and protect themselves, how to not get cursed again or crossed again, how to remove the behaviors that are causing problems for them. A lot of what I do is listen. As I was taught, if you are trying to be a healer, you have to leave your ego at the door. You can't bring your ego into it with you. Because as soon as you start thinking about yourself, you're no longer thinking about the person across the table from you. You're no longer thinking about the person you're trying to help. And if you're not thinking about that person, if you're not advocating for that person, you're no longer in a healing space. You're in a performative space. And that is not conducive to healing. So, long story short, I use a wide variety of healing practices from around the world, mostly based off of where I've come from through my own life, through my ancestry. And I am constantly seeking to learn more, because I have learned that as I am helping others, they receive healing so much better if you are doing it in a way that they will receive, that they accept. And so I'm constantly learning new practices, new traditions, because where many Christians are more than happy to receive laying on of hands, other cultures think that's nuts and would freak out. But they're more than happy for me to sit in front of them and lay out tarot cards or pull Futhark runes. So it's just, I use a very eclectic mix of things, of folk traditions, to help people overcome the trials of their life, overcome the cursings and crossings that everyone encounters in their life. Whether they think of it as a very metaphysical, spiritual thing, or they just think of it as a, well, that person got really mad at me and now I'm feeling that anger. I'm still feeling the effects of it. Both are valid. Both require assistance sometimes. And because of that, that's how I kind of got here, was going through my own trials in life and finding the tools that help me. And so now my goal with this channel is to help educate people about what folk healing is, about the various practices, and hopefully help some people along the way. Thanks for listening, and until we meet again, walk in the light.